level? Like, what is a piece of media, like a movie or music, like people don't expect you, like it shaped you, like into who you are, maybe like growing up?
Great question. Dr. Seuss. Yeah, I have a tattoo based on one of the books, but Dr. Seuss was
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs. It's just a spatula.
Shake his diet.
Yeah, I think the books.
I mean, it's the same I am. That's it, you know.
Yeah. They sound like, there you go. I never thought about that. What? Did y'all think about that? No, I still love the messages along with the whimsy of Theodore Seuss. And so that's kind of been a way I've lived my life. Just trying to like, be silly. Like, there's a message everywhere, but you can approach it with kindness and laughter.
Yeah, great. God, I mean, there's so many, I don't know that there's one definitive thing that I'm like, wow, that heavily shaped. Music, the very first concert I was ever brought to, I was 6 years old, and I guess my mom couldn't find a babysitter, so I was just like, well, I'll just bring it. And it was Michael Jackson Thriller tour. And I was terrified. I'd never been to a concert. Certainly had never been to anything that big, and it was like where the Dallas Cowboys played. It was the whole stadium, and all the lights went out, there were fireworks, and the music was so loud, and I was like, this is what nightmares are made of. But then, watching him come out and just the production, I just remember thinking like, wow, like what superhuman you have to be in order to do that in front of this many people. And then as I got a little older, the first concert I ever went to without parental guidance was Van Halen. And I had that feeling again of like, gosh, it's just so, like, of course I was like, love digging the music and stuff, but I was so interested in like what it takes to perform at that level, and the confidence and the talent, and it always fascinated me. So whenever I got as I got older and I started doing performing stuff, and I always thought about how incredibly dedicated, and talented, and confident you have to be in order to play at that level. And so it was always something that I kind of looked up to and aspired to. And I don't know, that maybe had given me some sort of a North Star to kind of look through, to be like, okay, if I keep working hard, if I keep showing up, if I keep doing my work, maybe one day I'll be able to stand in front of a crowd and perform at some sort of a level. I don't know, that's one of many that I just pulled out of the air, so, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Grazie mille. I actually have my first ever concert when I was a kid with parental guidance. Very similar. I went to, in San Antonio, went to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles concert.
Stephen Amell performed it?
I have a funny story. Bear with me. I'm sorry. So during Gilmore Girls, it's like 2002 or 2003. It's where I'm living in LA, and my buddies and I are playing like Grand Theft Auto or Gran Turismo or something, and it's like 1:30 in the morning, and they stop selling beer at 2, and so we're like, let's go get some beer at Ralph's, the grocery store. And so we go, we walk in, it's like 1:45 in the morning, they can't sell after 2. And so we get there, and there's this really short man, probably in his 60s or 70s, I can't tell. He's got like a Hawaiian shirt.
Jared, everybody is short to you.
But I assumed he was didn't have a home to live in. And he had all these bottles of wine that were like Ralph's brand wine, that they were on sale for like $1 or $3 or whatever. And so we're just like, I'm like, hey man, I've never had run at somehow. I was like, that must be good. He's like, yeah, you ever had it? I was like, no. He's like this funny old man. He's like, well, come with me. That's my arm, and I'm like, with my buddy laughing. And he takes me to the end of the aisle. He's like, try the Cabernet Sauvignon and do it. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm just having that. I'm tickled. We get back to the checkout counter, and the cashier asks this man, hey, can I have your ID? And the guy's like, you don't think I'm 21? It's like, no, I can't sell it unless I scan an ID. Like, that's just, I know you're 21. The guy's like, okay, he's looking at us. He's like, hey, gives his ID, and the cashier grabs his ID to scan it and goes like this. Like a weird reaction, scans it, and is like, thank you, sir. Have a good night. Like, he's like shaky. And I'm thinking either this guy is like 100 years old or like 20 years old. But for some reason, the cashier got weird. And so he gets his stuff, he's like, enjoy the wine. And he leaves. And the cashier is still like ashen faced. And I was like, what's going on, man? He goes, do you know who that was? I was like, no. He goes, that was Eddie Van Halen. That was like cold water in Ventura. And there's windows that see out to the parking lot, and I'm like, what? And I look out, and he's loading all of these like $3 bottles of wine into his Ferrari Testarossa.
All right, where are we going here? Right here.
If you could be in any Mel Brooks or Leslie Nielsen movie, what would it be?
If you could be a any
Mel Brooks or Leslie Nielsen?
Leslie Nielsen movie, what would it be?
Oh, there's a lot of Mel Brooks movies that can't be made these days.
Well, you and Spade are creating a movie.
Well, we've had an idea for quite some time. It was weird, and we had a whole like list of bits.
Yeah, it's a good note.
Yeah, and it was we wanted to do an episode of Supernatural that was in the style of Naked Gun, which we thought was hilarious, but I don't think anybody else would.
The Naked Super, what do you call it? The Naked Natural,
Yeah, Naked Natural or something.
So we had all these ideas to make like a Naked Gun-esque style episode of Supernatural, and I'd still love to do it. We had one where there's a gun that goes off and the bullet goes around, knocks off his Spade's toupee. He doesn't wear a toupee, but it knocks it off somehow. Airplane was the anthem.
Yeah, Airplane, Naked Gun.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. I said that somebody asked me, I don't know if they're here, asked me if to pick an FBI name. Was that person in the audience? Yesterday, they were like, if you could pick any FBI name, what would it be? And for some reason, I immediately blurted out, it's like, Shirley MacLaine. She kind of looked at me like, huh? I was like, well, that way people could ask me, we could do the Shirley joke. And I don't think she knew. I don't know why that immediately came to me, so, yeah. There you go. I mean, we got time for one more here, go ahead.
One more, okay, make it good. I'll see you right here.
Right up in front.
I can repeat it. She's waiting for her mic.
Oh yeah. So no, I want everyone to hear
Our
this.
friend of our UK friend.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you. That's an Irish thing. I realized when I said that it was appropriate.
What's a traditional morning British? Good morning. That's not fun.
Good morning to you.
It's funny, but very troublesome people. But is there
One more than somebody else.
Yeah.
But is there any talent or skill that you don't have and you would love to have, like knitting or lace making or axe throwing?
Knitting for fucking sure.
Knitting or axe throwing?
I think fine lace work is something that's always.
I actually went to one of those axe throwing places with some of the cast from The Boys, and I possess that talent. I'm good. Didn't know I did, but I did.
How's your knitting?
Don't know.
Okay.
Haven't ventured into that skill set yet. It's a plan.
Birdie.
There was this girl yesterday.
There's a squirrel yesterday? I know, I was running around.
There's the boost right here, right now. I wish I could speak more languages. I'm bad at English, so I'm not giving you an attempt. But I wish I could speak British. Top of the morning too, yeah?
It's Irish!
Okay, we gotta go, so y'all have a good day, mate.